So now let's get to it. It's my pleasure to announce the Game Department faculty speaker, Dustin Smither.
Thank you, Kathy. Welcome, graduates. I have to warn you, when I feel very passionately about a subject, I sometimes get a little choked up, and I care very much about every one of you. Believe it or not, I know all of your faces, and if I don't know your faces, I've probably heard your name, because you would be surprised at how much thought, energy, and effort went into every single one of you. For those of you who haven't had me in class, which is, believe it or not, most of you, I talk a lot in class about about planning, being prepared, taking an objective look at things. And so I'm going to basically offer some advice. And this is advice that is good for any creative graduate coming out of college. So for those of you who are here in support of a graduate, I would ask you to pay special attention to this, because if you feel your graduate is struggling or needs a little push in the right direction, this is great advice to give them. Firstly, get organized. Your life is changing. Many of you are taking a week off of work. Organize your life so that it's stable. You want to make sure that you plan for a new living situation, that you have living expenses that will see you through your job search, and that will enable you to continue developing the skills that you learned at the Minneapolis Media Institute. Most importantly, have a plan for self-improvement. The skills that you have are good, solid skills, and you need to continue to develop them and to push your professional growth. Second piece of advice is get to work. Be more than productive, be prolific. And what I mean by that is you need to create a lot of work and make it very visible. That's one of the keys to getting noticed in any creative industry, is people having seen your work, having heard of it. You need to revisit your college notes. Looking back upon my college experience, all of my notes, which is a stack about that big, of just notebooks, a few select textbooks, have been immensely helpful. Every now and again, it is important to get back to basics, especially if you're a creative individual. You want to make sure that you challenge yourself. Take a look at the toughest thing that you had to do in college and aim towards mastering that. Lastly, remember the life lessons that you learned in your time at MMI. You have grown so much, and in the coming months, you'll start to understand how much. Remember what we tried to teach you and what you learned from those experiences while learning it, and those will see you through the next years of your life.